This is Atheist at Large with the final segment for the debate between Star Mexus, a.k.a. Saint Star at the Stickham chat rooms, and Samer Slim, the Muzzy from Stickham and the Islam Talk room, I believe. Stickham is at www.stickham.com. Sign up and look for us in the Debate Faith chat rooms. Go to group chat, and then you're able to sort by name, and you can find us. We're usually within the top 10 or top 12 rooms anyways in one of the different names, Debate Faith, and then a number after it. But you can find us there. Now, here we're going to hear the very last bit, and there's a special surprise, as promised, near the end. The Muslims take a turn. Yes, they do. The delightful little muzzies that you once knew while they talk to you change. The daggers and claws come out. So, listen.
All right. If that's your closing statement, all right, I guess I'll do mine. To reemphasize, I brought up several points that my opponent, I don't feel, has adequately addressed to prove that the Quran is not from, indeed, a man, but in fact from some sort of a god, which we must then assume is Allah. First of all, the clear error of homosexuality. I've already said before, it says that homosexuality is new to Lot. That's not true. It says everything is made in pairs. That's not true. It said everything was created in days. That's not true. And if you want to use that hadith, the days were made in numbers or something like that. Why was it translated as Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? And also the fact that it says that light was created after the earth. It implies that life was created after mountains and clay, which is ridiculous. We know that the sun was there long before the earth began having, long before the earth and long before mountains and things of that nature were created. I've already said that the Quran is blatantly derivative of other mythologies. It talks about Jesus, which there's no evidence that he ever existed. The Quran talks about Pharaoh and the Exodus story, which is clearly pulled from the Bible, and it's wrong anyway. There's absolutely no evidence that the Egyptians ever kept Jewish slaves, and there's certainly no evidence that that Moses parted the Red Sea and buried the Pharaoh's army. In fact, that Pharaoh is very well buried, and the Quran says that he was saved, but there's no evidence that he died of drowning. In fact, so let's go away from that. Let's see. And like I said before, the Quran seems to be meant from a book for Arabs. The idea of the Surah Like-It challenge is honestly ridiculous. That's such a subjective challenge. A much more convincing challenge were to be something like, prove a single verse in this book is wrong. That would be more of a challenge, as opposed to saying, produce a Surah like it, which is incredibly subjective. I've already shown that there's scientific errors in the Quran. The Big Bang, for example, if you want to, that verse that says, and we clove them asunder, that's ridiculous. The heaven and earth were not created at the same time. I can't believe that Muslims try and use this as a miracle, when it is in fact an error. And so that's about it. I just want to make that statement to show, the Quran was so obviously not from any sort of a god. And if it is from a god, it's a very unknowing god.
You did not bring any evidence for anything you said this whole time.
I provided evidence. First of all, I provided evidence for the hadith. I showed you a link that worms are indeed hermaphrodites. What more evidence do you want? And what evidence have you brought anyway?
Actually, I quoted some books. If, look over the recording, you'll see it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where quoting a verse constitutes evidence. As I said, I provided you evidence that worms are hermaphrodites. I provided evidence that excuse me. I said that the Quran says that that Lot was the first homosexual, which is completely wrong. You show me nothing to contradict that. So anyway, it's just kind of done because I'm bored.
Speaking of gay, okay, we're done. Yeah.
Yeah, and also one more thing, the days. All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Samerson, for participating in the debate. I appreciate your time. For the rest of you guys who took the time to come, I highly appreciate it, and I hope that the debate will be posted in our channel, Saints Records, and you guys can look at it there. I'm sure the Muslims will also have their version. So, all right, that's it.
Yeah.
Samer, I got a couple of things for you. For the asexual stuff, Sam, look up fish and frogs that change sexes. Now, they kicked me out in just a few seconds here. Listen to what they have to say.
Thank you. Why did you click it? I can't stand it. Get rid of him too. The debate interactively.
Note that Samer Slim kicked me out for proving him wrong. Yeah, some debate. Samer Slim, you thoroughly lost that debate. You didn't bring any evidence. The Quran isn't evidence. You cannot use something to prove itself. So, sorry, Sam, you lose.